first grade. Professor Olson is back to show you a couple of things. I want to show you the results of our experiment, or rather how I brought them, back to life, or rather how God provides things that they need. You'll see that all of our plants are alive and well. This one, I watered it. Remember, he was looking so droopy, kind of like those little ladies you saw last week. But water revived it, so God knows that plants need water. Look at how well he's doing now. And the one that wasn't getting any air, it's doing very well too. Now that it has air, it's turning nice and green like it needs because it's breathing or taking in the carbon dioxide that we're breathing out. So he's doing much better as well. And then the guy that didn't have any soil, I put him back in some soil, and they're just getting so tall they need some stakes now, but he's doing quite well too. Now that he has some soil, so his roots can keep getting nutrients that it needs from the soil like we talked about. And then even the one that didn't have any light, he's doing quite a bit better. I think he's going to survive. But then I also thought this was kind of a nice object lesson, that he's the one that actually did the worst without the light. And I thought, that's kind of like us without Jesus, because he is the light. And so this one really needed the light. You can still see he's kind of, he's just stretching out to find some light. He was in the closet, and like I say, I think he's going to be okay. I'm going to go put him in a bigger pot at home and put some more stakes, make sure he's getting lots of light. But just remember that Jesus is the light, and that's what we need especially. All right. And then on our worksheet today, it looks like this. It's just review of our chapter, so we don't need our reading books today. But I know you like these, word search. I just did one as an example to show you that they might be going across or going down. And then just like I did after I found air, the very first word here, you might want to cross it out to know that you found it. But I know you like doing these. You can do the rest on your own. Just remember they might be going down as well. And you might even use a letter twice. And then down here, just answering some questions for review. The roots of a plant. And what did God make them to do? Do they hold up the plant? Is that what the root does? I know it holds it in the ground, but is that what holding it straight up? Or does it make food for the plant? Or, I just gave it away. Or does it hold the plant in the ground? All right, so you're going to circle that last answer right there. It holds the plant in the ground so it doesn't fall over. And next question, the leaves of a plant do what? Now the leaves, do they hold up the plant? I don't think so. Do they make food for the plant? Yes, that's correct. And again, you'll learn later on that is called photosynthesis. When it uses the chlorophyll that God gave it, that's the green stuff, and then the light to create food for the plant. And the last answer was to hold the plant in the ground. We know from up here that was the roots, right? So again, that was just for a review for our chapter, and because we are also getting ready for a test. And so I'm going to review that with you, and your test will be tomorrow. All right, so you'll need to know, what do we call something that people make from something else? Remember, that was like the jelly and the peanut butter. That would be called a product. Another question you'll have, what helps a plant get things from the soil that it needs? So, like my friend that I put back in the soil, why does he need the soil? Is he getting flowers from the soil? I don't think so. Is he getting water that he needs? Yes, now that he's back in the soil and I am watering them. All right, and what do plants' leaves use to make the food? Well, like we talked about, he's using the air that he needs and light to make food for the plant. And what is made of tiny rocks and bits of dead plants and animals? That's going to be, and again, we know that's the soil. All right, so that God made those things too. After the plants decay, they just go back into the soil and they make nutrients for the new plants. So God designed that in a very special way. Then, for review, I want you to know what the different parts of the plant do. The flowers, the leaves, the roots, and the stems. So which one of those takes in water from the ground? Again, from our friends, it is the roots that are down in here. And then what part makes the food for the plant? We talked about that. Here's a nice green guy. All right, that would be the leaves. And which one makes seeds for the plants? Well, now this one, they're not fully mature yet, so by the end of the summer, these will have those pretty flowers that we call sunflowers, and we know inside those will be seeds. So that would be the flowers. And then which one again holds up the plant? You know, when they get nice and tall here, it's going to be the stem. Then you'll just need to label it like we did earlier in our book. So if you want to go back and review in the diagram here on page 123, I'm not going to show you what the test looks like just yet, but you're just going to look similar to this. You're going to label the flowers, the leaves, the stems, and the roots. So you shouldn't have any problem with this test. And again, on the back tomorrow, I would like you to draw a picture of your favorite plant. Now, mine is cilantro. Maybe it's one you eat. Maybe it'll be a pretty one, like I do love lavender and how it looks and smells. So if you want to draw a couple of plants, that would be great too. But tell me why you like that plant. Do you like the food it produces, or the scent, or the beautiful flowers that God gave us? Or maybe it's a tree that provides shade. But God created all different kinds of plants for us to enjoy. All right, have fun.